In this lesson, we want to talk about space in music. What is space in music? The English word space means rest. It can mean vacancy, room, opportunity. It can also mean silence. In music theory, there's something called the musical staff. It is made up of 5 lines and 4 spaces. This is not the space we are talking about. We are talking about a room, a place of silence in music. As bongo player, you have to watch out for a place where there is silence. And I will teach you how to do that. You must understand that music is a combination of sound and silence. See, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That's sound. Music is not like that. Music has space, which is called rest or silence. Let's examine 2 songs. Regardless of your faith, everybody sing this song, Happy Birthday song. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Now let me show you where there's space in this song. Happy birthday to you, space. Happy birthday to you, space. Happy birthday, space. Happy birthday to you, space. That space is where you're feeling. This is the focal point. This is your own entry point. This is where you explore. This is where your territory is. This is where you play. Let's look at another song, Merry Christmas song. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Slowly. We wish you. When I do like this, it means there's space. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Space is in every music on the surface of the earth. Any song and every song you know that you have heard has space. If there's no space, you won't be able to distinguish between the sections of the song. So, what are the types of rest, space, or silence in music? You just need to know these. It is not really important now. You just need to know it. Just keep it somewhere. We have the semi-brief. These are types of rest in music theory, which is for, they call it all note rest. Usually there are some songs you hear. You have to rest for 4 counts. When you finish the song, 1, 2, 3, 4, the song starts again. So you have that 4 counts to create something. That's called semi-brief. There's a minim rest, which is called it's a 2-count rest. They call it half note rest. There's a crotchet, it's a whole note rest, that is 1. There is a quaver, they call it 18th note rest. And there's a semi-quaver, which is 16th note rest. What is the function of space? What is the function of silence? What is the function of rest in music? It helps to distinguish sections of the music. We wish you a Merry Christmas. That tells you that is the first part. And move somewhere else. With that space, it divides the first from the second. We wish you a Merry Christmas. It goes again. What is the purpose and the function of space, rest or silence in music? It helps the singer, the player to refresh. Because when you sing without breathing, it's also a breath. It also carries a mark called the breath mark. It's a point where you breathe. What does space do again? It helps the audience to internalize the previously played part. whether you are playing in the mosque or church, wherever, or in school or in bands, when you play a part, those who are listening to you have a right to internalize what you have done. You will confuse them when you keep playing. That point of rest helps them to internalize, to assimilate what you have done. They digest it. And then you introduce them to the next one, where there's rest or silence, they digest that. You introduce them to the next one, where there's pause or silence or rest, they digest that. So these are the functions of rest. So how do you utilize space, rest, or silence? I was talking about the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let me introduce you to what they call offbeat or upbeat. There's also something called downbeat or strong beat. Let me go back. The first one is called offbeat or upbeat. You can also call it the weak beat. There is a downbeat. The second one is called the downbeat or the strong beat. See, when you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, that's a very strong beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The and is a weak beat, and that is the off beat. See, and. See, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The downbeat is the one that is following the click. If you use a metronome, you have ka, ta, 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 ta. You see, when my hand is going up, that is the off or up or the weak beat. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Many times, many of the songs are written on the downbeat. When you hear a song like "We wish you da 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 da," we wish you. See, "A Merry Christmas" is written on the upbeat. See, "We wish you a." Do you understand it now? Let's try again. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Maybe 1 or 2 are written on the offbeat or the upbeat or the weak beat. Many of the songs are written on the strong beat. So what should you do when you hear songs like that? When you notice that a song or the melody of the song is written on the strong beat, your emphasis when you want to create rhythm will be on the offbeat. Why should it be on the offbeat? Because what it does is it complements what the strong sound is saying. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. You guys, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you, because it makes music interesting. If you decide that you want to play on the strong beat, like we wish you a Merry Christmas, now what you are doing is you are assenting to the melody. You are assenting the notes. That way your sound may be submerged. I've talked about the reason the macho and the embra have to be tuned differently. This has to go high. You can decide to make it higher so that your sound can be heard in music, because this is an instrument that creates color and taste. So understanding space, understanding where to put your sound is very crucial. So the knowledge of this offbeat and the downbeat is very important. Let's do a recap quickly. Music is on strong beat or weak beat. The strong beat is called the downbeat. The weak beat is called the off or the upbeat. I said that many of the songs are written on the downbeat. Yes, there are exceptions to every rule. Some songs may be on the upbeat. I'm not saying that all the songs are written on the downbeat. Some songs are on the upbeat. So any song you hear, your responsibility as a bongo player, is to look out for where there is an opportunity for your demonstration, an opportunity for your rhythm to be heard. You don't want to play in a place where something else is already there. If you play in a place where they are doing many things there, your sound will not be heard and you will be submerged. It is frustrating when you play and you are not heard. So look out for where there is an opportunity. It may just be a single line. So small,